Can't keep it. We in the field with the smoke in the region. We got the power, nigga, like the Legion. Don't come straight out the west, I need it. Nigga be thuggin', don't even know the meaning. Rip the gang out of my pocket, I'm teasing. Bad me told her that she decent. I ain't even know she tried to steal my semen. This is the life that I live, I ain't keeping it. Nigga wanna slap me, that why I ain't sneezing. Yeah. No nigga be testing the clock. Remember the police raided out the spot. Cause that nigga tellin' for they got the drop. My wrist in the ball and I stuck with my Glock. Then young nigga pushing, they finna get popped. And my daddy told me niggas stay off the block, but the nigga don't even fucking come to the spot. So my brother asked me if I'm in it or not. Boy, you know I'ma ride a world hard for my spot. I put that in the pistol, led me to the flock. I was smoking on flock and touching on the mouth. And you know I'ma rob him if he op or not. Young nigga that's standing for no call the cop. Me and money be lurking, twisting off the top. When you start getting money, niggas on your cock. We the real trap vibe, just came out the slot. Long list snap, my nigga done got shot. Ain't no nigga.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy CashOutFabo, and I'm back with another reaction. I'm back with another video. I'm back with another, you feel me? Today we got the rise and fall of New York drill. You feel me? Y'all boys, let me know what y'all think about New York City drill, bro. Like, real talk.
Spin your passion in.
Like, comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about New York drill. Did it fell off? I feel like New York drill. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. It had its wave and shit, but like. That shit dead now, twin. Like, New York City music dead. Like, it's not completely dead, but like right now it's just like not hitting right now. It's not smacking, fam. Like, that been not hitting. No cap. You got other cities turning up now. Like, you got Dallas drilling shit. Like, you got niggas in Texas cranking and shit. You got St. Louis. Like New York is dead flies right now. I'm not gonna lie, but I fuck with New York though. You feel me? But I feel like the music scene is just like dead right now, fam. I'm gonna keep it a butt, but we're gonna check this out.
To a business with Shopify and break sales.
I hate when my PC do this, bro.
Starting today, anyone can monetize with ads as part of the all-new Beehive ad network.
It's been nearly 2 years since I last reported on the New York drill scene, and when I done my last recap...
2 years, bro? He ain't did one in 2 years? That's how I know it's dead. Like, if Kid Nary not doing your vid, like doing a vid on your city, fam, like your city dead, fam. Real
been
talk.
Nearly 2 years since I last reported on the New York drill scene, and when I done my last recap on it, the scene was looking real promising, with many artists on the wave getting hit with big deals and millions of views pretty much overnight. But in 2024, the scene is looking like it's in real danger, with most of the top artists either falling off or getting caught up in the streets. Today, we'll be getting into the rise and fall of New York drill. Before we get into this one, guys, I'm running another giveaway for a PS5. To enter, all you have to... So as we all know, hip-hop has been around for a while now, but in 2011, a new subgenre of hip-hop hit the streets, straight from Chicago. And this genre will change the hip-hop game forever. Teenagers from some of the most impoverished areas of Chicago would start dissing each other on dark trap-styled beats, which created what we know now as drill music. Early pioneers of this wave being Chicago artists like Chief Keef, Little Durk and Little Jojo. And it wasn't long before this new sound started hitting different sides of America and even the world. New York was one of the first states to adopt this new sound in America. In 2012, a Bronx rapper called Polo Rell dropped which is believed to be the first drill song in New York when he released a single called Gucci Big Bank in December of that year. He continued dropping tracks until 2016, but was eventually stopped in his tracks when he was caught in the biggest indictment in New York history. Polo Rell was a part of a gang called B&B, which operated on a road called White Plains in the Bronx, and they were into it with another gang 8 minutes away in a housing project called Eastchester Gardens. Both gangs were causing havoc on the streets and seemingly getting away with it, but what both groups didn't know was in the shadows, the NYPD was keeping records of everything that was going on. They had thousands of CCTV videos and multiple witness statements of situations between both of the gangs. And on April the 27th, 2016, 700 riot officers struck and arrested 120 members they believed to be behind both gangs, hitting them with a whole heap of different charges. The NYPD connected both gangs to 1,800 shots fired, 8 homicides, and countless drug and weapon offences. Polo Rell was seen as having an important role in the B&B gang and was sentenced to life life with a possibility of parole in 55 years, ending his career and more importantly his freedom, taking down New York's first drill rapper. See, the differences between New York and Chicago is that New York don't play when it comes to crime. New York City is one of the most surveyed cities in the world. In most boroughs, you can't even turn a corner without being on CCTV. Chicago is the second most policed city in America, only beaten by one city, NYC, which has more than 3 times the amount of officers patrolling its streets. And it will become clear.
Facts. Like, I've been to New York. Y'all boys could look at the vlog. Like, 12 over there is heavy, fam. Like, they got 12 everywhere, fam. Like, they got 12 everywhere, fam. Everywhere you go, you're gonna see 12, on God.
By the end of this video, why New York drill artists don't last that long on the streets. In 2014, a fresh rapper from New York was taking the world by storm. On August the 1st, 2014, a Brooklyn rapper named Bobby Shmurda dropped the biggest rap single to come out of that year, called Hot Boy. Bobby Shmurda literally came out of nowhere, creating one of the first viral dances to hit social media, the Shmurda dance. At the time, everyone was doing the Shmurda dance all over Instagram and a platform that was buzzing at the time called Vine, catching the attention of new fans everywhere and unfortunately the police. See, what a lot of new fans didn't know at the time, Bobby Shmurda's breakout song Hot Boy had quite a lot of self-incriminating lyrics. Bobby Shmurda was part of a gang in Brooklyn called GS9, and when Hot Boy was released, Bobby and his gang was already being investigated heavily by the NYPD for a string of charges from selling drugs to murder. And after Bobby started going up in music, the NYPD labeled him as the boss of the gang. Only 4 months after he dropped his hit single, Shmurda and 14 other members of GS9 were all arrested inside a Manhattan recording studio and charged with 69 counts of criminal charges, resulting in Bobby taking a 7-year plea deal. At this point, it was looking like the New York music scene was cursed. Bobby was New York's first breakout artist for a very long time, at a time where other cities like Atlanta was producing star after star. But soon, a new wave of drill music was about to take over the scene and change New York rap forever. In 2016, the UK drill scene was on fire. Groups like Sit 7 and Harlem Spartans were at their peak of gaining international
Facts though. I ain't gonna Harlem Spartans went crazy. I'm not gonna lie. 6, 7, they went crazy.
National attention, literally transforming the drill sound worldwide. New York was one of the first places outside of London to adapt to this new style. In the summer of 2016, a Brooklyn rapper called 22G's was one of the first New York artists to jump on the UK drill beat in a song called Blicky, but he really
You guys know how it is when you buy a new Mac. It's super fast at first, and then pretty soon after it starts to slow down.
So New York to UK shit, basically tight shit. All right.
He started making some noise in New York when he dropped a song called Suburban. After this track, more and more Brooklyn artists started emerging, all adopting UK drill type beats. In 2017, a rival drill rapper to 22G's called Chef G dropped a response track to 22G's song Suburban, naming it No Suburban, creating a big rivalry between both artists at the start of this new wave, pretty much making them the faces of New York drill at the time. But it wouldn't be long before a new up-and-coming drill rapper would take Brooklyn drill to the world stage, the rapper being an artist called Pop Smoke. He really started showing some star potential when he dropped his first hit called Flexin', which was enough for Republic Records to sign him only a few months after that release. A month after signing his deal, he really proved that he wasn't no regular drill rapper when he released one of his biggest hits till this day, called Welcome to the Party. The song was a commercial success, shining a massive spotlight on him and the whole Brooklyn drill wave. Other Brooklyn artists like Fivio Foreign and Busy Banks dropped big tracks soon after, cementing Brooklyn drill as one of the biggest music movements coming out of 2019. But it wouldn't be long until the whole scene would crash to its knees. 2020 was a terrible year for Brooklyn drill. Off the back of the previous year's success, fans were predicting New York drill to keep stepping it up. Little did people know, the whole scene would pretty much be crushed before it could even grow. At the start of 2020, Pop Smoke was on the top of the world. He was networking with the biggest rappers in America while selling out shows worldwide. But unfortunately, Pop Smoke,
when Pop Smoke came out, fam, he had the whole he had everybody listening to his shit. On God, like everybody was fucking with Pop Smoke, bro. Like on God, fam. Real shit, like real talk, fam. But rest in peace, Pop Smoke, though.
Smoke would be stopped before he could reach his full potential. In mid-February of 2020, Pop and his childhood friend Mike D flew from New York to California and rented out a property in Beverly Hills. But while enjoying his time on the other side of the country, Pop may have got a bit too comfortable. Throughout his stay in Cali, the pair made several social media posts showing off their trip, posting the views of where they were staying and the white Range Rover they were driving. But where Pop Smoke really messed up was when he posted a video of some designer shopping he got delivered to the property, which showed the address of where he was staying. 4 gang members who didn't live too far from the area caught wind of where Pop Smoke was staying at. They then proceeded to run up in the property with masks, looking to rob anything on sight. When they got into the house, Pop was in the shower so they didn't notice at first. But when one of the robbers eventually found the rapper, they ended up getting into an altercation, leading to Pop Smoke being shot 3 times in the back, with one of the shots being fatal. Pop Smoke's death not only affected New York, but hip-hop as a whole. Pop was only rapping for less than 2 years, and the impact he made on the Brooklyn drill scene was undoubtedly unmatched. Brooklyn drill would never really recover from his loss, and stuff was only gonna get worse for the borough. In May of the same year, another Brooklyn drill rapper and close friend to 22 G's, called Nick Blicky, was shot 7 times and later died to his injuries. In the same month, another smaller Brooklyn rapper would also face the same demise, after an artist called KG Balla was shot and killed in a drive-by. One rapper that was also making noise at the time was a Brooklyn artist named Casanova. He was becoming a well talked about rapper, mainly due to his
got hit with a
actions off the mic, with many dramas and feuds with other rappers in the game. But in the end of 2020, Casanova and members of his Gorilla Stone Bloods gang were all caught up on a RICO case, which eventually resulted in Casanova being sentenced to 16 years in 2023. Unfortunately, one of the last standing big rappers on the Brooklyn drill scene would also meet the same fate a month later. In 2020, after dropping 2 big albums, Chef G was proven to be at the top of the game and was looking likely to be the next big prospect. But in early 2021, Chef G got booked for possession of a gun, which landed him a 2-year sentence. He was looking to get released in 2023 and make a big comeback on the declining scene. Unfortunately, the feds had a different idea, because not long before he was scheduled to be released, Chef G was hit with an 140 count indictment, which accuses the rapper of orchestrating multiple shootings and other acts of violence on rival gang members. If you couldn't tell already, New York don't play when it comes to gang activity. Next to nothing really goes past them. They'll normally wait to build up the perfect case on a gang and hit them with a RICO, which in history has a 98% prosecution rate. If you don't know what a RICO is, to put it simply, it's basically a federal charge that targets organization or group that has committed multiple normal crimes either within the group or for that group. RICO charges were originally introduced in the 1970s in an attempt to combat the Italian mafia, which are operating in New York and getting away with a lot of crime due to high levels of organization within the mafia families. But today it's used for all types of situations, like fraudulent businesses and of course to take down gangs. By 2021, Brooklyn drill was just a shell of what it was a couple years back, but soon the next phase of drill would take place and arguably make more noise than ever before. Right in the same place hip hop started, the Bronx. Teenagers from the Bronx started rapping on sampled beats with a lot of energy and very disrespectful lyrics. Some of the first to do it was part of a large gang in the south of Bronx.
Most people have no clue that in 2023 the best way to make money on Amazon is not with physical products.
Called the YGs. YG rappers like Spaz Drilly and a few rappers coming from a housing complex called the River Park Towers started this new and exciting drill sound in 2019. Opposition gangs in the Bronx like DOA and OGs also jumped on the wave not too long after. The Bronx drill scene really started gaining a lot of attention all over social media just due to how different it was. The start of the scene was literally just low production music videos with rappers dancing around and having having fun while dissing each other very disrespectfully. While the top Brooklyn drill artists in his time was more focused on rapping about their lifestyles while throwing the odd diss to their ops. This new Bronx drill scene was straight up focused on dissing. Two rappers who led the movement was a YG rapper called D-Fang and a DOA rapper called K-Flock. And what made it so interesting that both of these rappers weren't just rivals, they were also cousins. In late 2020 and 2021, the whole of the Bronx was looking like one big playground. Rappers were literally live streaming, spinning each other's blocks, while rival rappers were going on Instagram live dissing each other. And all of this was attracting big attention to the borough, which was reflecting on their views on tracks. But once again, this would all come crashing down. Violent crime was on a sharp increase in the Bronx, and as we could all probably guess by now, the NYPD wasn't gonna let this continue to get.
Nah, facts, bro. Like, whenever there's like a rapper coming out of New York City, fam, he going to jail, fam. Like, the police gonna do whatever they can to put a nigga in the, put a nigga to jail, fam. Like, in New York City, that shit crazy.
Get worse. And one by one, most big rappers were taken down. On December the 24th, after signing a record deal rumored to be worth 7 figures, the big star of the scene, K-Flock, was arrested and charged for the murder of a man in Harlem. A couple big indictments on the YGs also took out a lot of big rappers from that side, like Lee Drilly and D-Fang. A lot of other popping rappers at the time, like PJ Glizzy, Nazi BK and CJ Goon to name a few, were hit with some serious charges also, leaving only a few big rappers to carry the scene. But this also left a big audience for new and lesser known rappers to fill. Two rival groups coming out of Manhattan called the OYs and the Sweepers started taking off after all of this. But recently, with two of the biggest rappers of the Sweepers, called S.Go and Nazi, being hit with some attempted murder charges, and with multiple OY rappers either now dead or locked up, it seems like history might be repeating itself again. It's been your boy Kid Nerd, and peace out.
Nah, that's facts, bro. Like, a lot of them niggas went to jail, fam. Like, free all them boys, like, on God. Free all them niggas. Free all the New York City rappers. Be like, real shit. Cause all the ass in jail, fam, this shit be crazy. They get hit with RICOs and all that, fam. Like in New York City, fam, they're gonna hit you with a RICO. Like, if you pop in New York City, fam, they go hit you with a RICO, fam. That's some crazy shit. But hey, Cash Crew lit, BGing with the mob, CashOutFabo, cashing out straight dubs in the chat, M's in the chat, most of you in the chat. We're going crazy, bro, to 10K subs, bro. Cashing out, bro.